Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, snow is in the forecast this afternoon. Today's high is just 27 degrees with a wind chill between 0 and 10. The snow will start around 1 and continue until about 7 p.m. We're looking at less than an inch of accumulation in the area though. But we do want to show off your best snow photos, so be sure to upload them to our Facebook page throughout the day. And it will get even colder tonight. We're looking at a low of about 9 degrees. Not too many people are thrilled about the freezing temperatures we're seeing though, and now you can add a new group to that list. Public housing residents are complaining that their thermostats can't be set higher than 75 degrees. The Chattanooga Housing Authority recently installed regulators that prevent the thermostats from getting lower than 70 in the summer and higher than 75 in the winter. And timed heating systems were installed in the bathrooms, permitting heat for only up to 15 minutes. The whole program is supposed to save $100,000 a year. But now that the city is experiencing some of its coldest weather in years, public housing residents say they're not warm enough and no amount of blankets will do. The Housing Authority says it will temporarily supply space heaters to help keep residents warm. A court date has been set for the former Southern Adventist University student who allegedly threatened to use firearms and explosives at the school. The threats caused the school to go into a 2-hour campus lockdown last week. 25-year-old James Michael Gaines will go before Hamilton County Judge David E. Bales on February 6th. Gaines has been charged with making false reports, which can be a felony with a minimum sentence of 3 years in prison. Gaines was booked into jail on Friday but paid $250, or 10% of his bail, to get out. He was a sports studies major but hadn't been enrolled as a student at Southern since 2009. A federal jury has found a man guilty of selling a meth-making chemical from the Brainerd Army store. Terry Michael Honeycutt was found guilty on 11 of 14 charges. Prosecutors say he sold 21,000 bottles of Polar Pure from the Brainerd Army store between 2008 and 2011. The product is nearly 100% iodine. Honeycutt is scheduled for sentencing on May 12th. He faces no minimum sentence, but a maximum of 20 years behind bars. Weston Wamp, a candidate in the Republican primary for the 3rd Congressional District, has announced his campaign team. His staff includes Corky Coker, who is president of Coker Tire, and Marshall Brock, the founder of Clumpy's Ice Cream. Dee Winchester and Adria Landmesser will serve as Southern and Northern campaign coordinators. Landmesser was formerly a staffer for Representative Chuck Fleischman. Finally, the co-founder of South Tree, Nick Mocco, will serve as media director, and Chattanooga Police Department veteran Rick Mincy will be in charge of special projects. An 83-year-old nun will find out in Knoxville today if she will spend the rest of her life in prison. Sister Megan Rice was convicted last year after she broke into the U.S. government's nuclear weapons plant in Oak Ridge. She is one of 3 Catholic activists who were convicted of sabotage in the incident. The government recommended sentences of 6 to 9 years for the 3, who cut through fences, painted slogans outside the plant, and splattered blood on the walls. We'll have an update on the sentencing later this morning at timesfreepress.com. Finally, a Nashville opera singer is out of work after she says a botched surgery left her unable to sing without passing gas. Amy Herbst claims a nurse caused her injuries while trying to enlarge her birth opening when her son was born. She says a nurse at Blanchfield Army Community Hospital made the incision without informing her or getting her consent. Now Herbst claims she's unable to work as a professional opera singer as a result of incontinence and excessive gas. She and her husband are seeking $2.5 million in damages. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.